One and all, this might just prove to be a brutal ruffle stomp. MarineLord looks unstoppable. He's 2-0 up, and we head into Coastal Cliffs, where he's got what can usually be considered to be debusted Civ. Is Zhu Xi's legacy. Other side, Anatan, a solid pick on this map. It's getting Malians for Coastal Cliffs. Did he get the solid spawn, though? I'm not going to call this a crazy one. It's okay. He's got reasonable options for the second gold. The other thing that's going to matter here is the deer spawns. He actually hit the jackpot. This back deer should be difficult for him to contest. Very good for him because Malians are more of an anti-pro scout civ. So they want to block their opponents first instead. So he can march across and harass with warrior scouts here, which should force MarineLord to think about opening spearmen. Because you don't really want to try to contest warrior scouts with normal scouts. And yes, MarineLord is looking good here. He only lost one game earlier on. You are correct. It was against Giliardi. Kind of gutted I didn't get to see the MarineLord Mia Micah set. Considering Mia Micah is just flat out aggression, no chill. Unless he's playing Mongols, in which case he rushes Imperial Age. Yeah, there were loads of sets we weren't able to catch this week. We were in Germany, of course, working the LAN. Full transparency, the original idea was to go live yesterday and catch a lot of the games, but I'm barely alive today, man. Let's call it a miracle I got live today. It's Vanguard. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. We've got to call them Vanguard Scouts. Really just sounds like they're exploring new terrain that no one's ever been to before. It makes me think they should be able to jump down to the low ground here. Yo, what's up, Nico? Thank you very much. Neko, Rob. Oh, God. Thank you, Neko. I appreciate you so much. I think I just took a year off my lungs for you. Welcome back to the Swarm. Medigarden. Ooh, that's actually... Oh. What do we... Chat, what do we say about these type of spawns? Chat. There's a name for these type of spawns. You know what it is. That right there is a MarineLord spawn. He got the 8 stack of berries like that? And the stone next to the gold. For reference, look at where Anno's 8 stack of berries spawned compared to his golds. I mean, sure, he got the deer back here as well, but like, come on. When you're playing Zhu Xi, getting a 100 resource Medigard on this map is pretty good, guys. When Coastal Cliffs first got released, people got baited into thinking that Zhu Xi was a really good pick. Because in the practice, they had like 1 or 2 games where the Meditation Garden would get this type of stuff. Wait. Are you so short you can't see over the hill? What? What? Good guy MarineLord is like, no, it's too broken. It's too guys, he hasn't scouted it. Ready? Wait, he has? Okay, no. He must have scouted after the fact. There's no way. This is ridiculous. He's like, no, it's too broken. I can't use it. It's petit. It's unreasonable, dishonorable. I will play a bit more reasonable. He got 36 food, which is what you get out of a normal sized like berry batch, right? So he actually perfectly placed it to not get the additional 2 berries you get from the 1/8 stack per player on map. Oh dear God! Like how? I can't with this guy sometimes. Has his foot healed since that girl beat him up? No, clearly he's playing on one knee, which is why he couldn't see high enough to see the extra berries down here. I thought that was clear. Right, spears are on the way though. So we're going to play blocker on some of the deer stacks. He's already snatching from the enemy side. And this is what we're talking about, right? Like, your goal isn't to really take the deer as quickly as your opponent. It's to stop them taking deer. And with the extra movement speed here, he's going to get himself a solid scout kill. Ooh, yeah. Just a little bit too late on the intercept there from the spear. Deer overall... I think he should be able to get spears out quick enough that he normally would have been able to block some deer. But I don't think MarineLord knows. Yeah, he hasn't scouted this. He doesn't know about the safe deer stack. So maybe he isn't expecting Anatan to just rush this one as quickly. The extra deer now being yoinked. Wraps all the way around the back. Honestly, like, not a bad start for Anatan whatsoever. And yes, if you guys didn't know, MarineLord, so... And this is something I love about Jailmates, right? I love orgs that do this. They do content with their creators. So they went and they done some kickboxing. And... I mean, I don't really know if I call what MarineLord done kickboxing. I'm not even sure if I call it a kick. But he broke his ankle. Ironically, he broke around the same time as me. His was less glorious, but I can't prove that because I didn't catch mine on camera, sadly. But we'll just go with that story. Yes, I really love the Jailmates do that with the creators, by the way. Like, I actually think that's what orgs should do. When orgs don't do anything with their creators, they're just leeching. It's just like, if you're not providing anything to your creators, like, even if you just provide a salary, a lot of the time, like, the salaries can be insanely low. So I like that they do that. And I think that's how you justify a bigger salary. That's how also you give value. Like, you know, if you're an aspiring pro player, you should always be looking to join like a 100 Thieves, an Optic, a Jailmates. You're looking to join an org that can offer a way for you to grow your brand. Because if all the org is going to do is grow their brand off of you and give you no conduit to inflate your own self-worth when your career is over, they are leeching. So yeah, big shout out to Jailmates for that. Okay, so Javelin's now coming in. We are just getting that healthy, atypical Jav plus Donzo comp. MarineLord doesn't want any part of this. The longer you play this age, the worse it gets. Malians love to just inflate mass feudal again when they can for the transition into castle. Sometimes it even offers up Javelineer strategies, which shouldn't usually be feasible. Now, I'll tell you guys, like, rehabilitation for ankle injuries is a nightmare. It's so daunting, dude. Like, compared to, like, breaking some of your arm, the way I always describe it is like, you know, you're either putting all the weight on or no the weight, right? It's like, none of the weight. It's like hard to, you can't just be like, oh, let's try 5 kilograms today. It's like, no, how much is my body weight? Let's try that. Good army size, by the way, from Anno. I don't feel like MarineLord wants this fight. The best thing you try to do is drag the attention away from his base so you can get the tech. There it is. Mount Academy now coming in. So, no Shaolin Monastery. A little bit surprised by that. Usually pretty good on this map, especially against Malians, can work quite well. But I think this is about vomiting troops. He wants to try to out-Zerg. Army is going to draw some aggro. That's intentional. He's trying to get him to look away from the base right now, but Anatan is aware that something's not right here. Warrior Scouts do march in. They find the gold. He now sees the tech up. This is big. Mount Academy should complete in time, but not without damage done, surely. So far, it's 0 worker kill. He's done a miracle of actually just dodging death everywhere. And will continue to do so. So he gets up clean here. Not a single worker loss so far from MarineLord. A little bit of out of time, but that's more than acceptable here. Anno now needing to follow suit. This is for Imba. It has to be. He's not building any ranches, not saving for anything. He's stockpiling Javelins. This is going to be the Javelineer rush. It's the only strategy he has in the book right now. My concern is Zhu Xi, they're either going to do men at arms or they're going to do Palace Guard. Oh, sorry, Palace Guard rather or Knights. And either one will chase you down. Knights is just perfect as well, by the way. Like, he's reading through it. Anatan built a few Donzos, but MarineLord doesn't give a crap. There it is for Imber on the way. I've seen this strategy look incredibly toxic. Now, that's not just because the Javelins have toxic tips. They poison you. It's the oppressive nature of it. The start step, the inability to reach your target. But the answer would be Lancers. And also, because you now don't have the ranches, your safety when it comes to food economy is limited. You also can't touch the boar, right? So that's a problem you have that MarineLord doesn't have to worry about. He can go for it. Is that legal? I could have sworn that was illegal. the rules change, and I feel like I never get the updates. But I'm pretty sure that's still illegal. I don't know if Tume's watching right now. You can give me a vibe check on that. I might have missed an update to that particular detail. So if a Muslim Civ, if a Civ that can't eat boar kills the boar, it will deplete the boar straight away. And hilariously hide it and still actually exist. Now, it's different if the boar gets aggroed into you and you, like, self-defense. But if you just, like, actually click it, pretty sure that is meant to be problematic. You're the rules? True, I can just make a ruling right now. I mean, he's 2-0 down. No, I'm going to check with Tume. Because we wrote the handbook together on it, so... And I'm half dead, so I'm not going to trust anything I say right now. There's one thing you should trust me in, though. Subscribe. So more knights in the way. The Javelins are proving quite effective so far. I think the issue for MarineLord, not quite at that core count of knights you'd like to see. And Nestabees could probably help quite a bit here, actually. Usually feels a little bit awkward when you do it as Zhu Xi, because obviously with Zhu Xi, you're not going to have that extra health. So it feels like you can lose them more easily. So the player types in chat is coming right for us? No. That's not good enough. So if you want to make sure you don't get banned for, like, killing a boar, that make it disappear, all you need to do is, like, all chat type, "Oh my god! Pumbaa's got a gun!" Right? And that clears it up. Bonus points for please don't shoot. Javelin is now in retreat. I mean, he'll always get them away. It's just about throwing the cannon fodder in to buy time. This number has to keep scaling for this to work. And this is even worse, man. This is the worst feeling. You can't afford to lose Lancers. The rest of your army is way too slow. And this is what I meant about Javelin, just feels so toxic to play against. It's the movement speed. They always run away. They always run in. I don't know what they do. Like, dude, like, what are they doing with their Javelins when they run? They just, like, point them forward. Are they just, like, directing them in the wind and allowing the wind force to... Wait, actually, it looks like they're riding a broom. Oh god, I'm gonna kill myself again. They all went to Hogwarts. Oh dude, I didn't realize it. It makes sense with the funny hats now, actually. There's a lot of units thrown away here. This is awkward now for MarineLord. We talked about how Javelineers can be very difficult to finesse sometimes, but I feel like Anna's done it. We have now got the PG flood we were talking about, so this is all about cost efficiency. Like, you just couldn't hit that number on Lancers. It's just too expensive per, too slow to produce. The PG, as well as I believe, no, he doesn't even have it. No regional inspection for the double production speed. Lancers are going to dive in now. Other thought here is, like, PG take a little bit longer to commit in, but once they reach, no, think about the impact here. A Lancer dotted up with poison is just going to die. It's not going to feel as much like an overkill. Feels like you're going to overkill PG more often. Why illegal? You're denying your opponent food? It was deemed illegal in the past because that logic doesn't really apply in AoE4. Right. We don't have, for example, the ability to destroy someone's tree lines by catapulting. Right? Or burn their berry bushes. As hilarious as that sounds. So it's very different in that regard. And it's always seemed like an unintended mechanic. Headback continues, MarineLord. Standard defenses can't take poison damage, so we may have found the solution here. I think Anatan should be able to take this. MarineLord is in a very problematic position right now. The PG strategy would have worked maybe like 3 minutes ago if he dodged a fight and built up to 25. But then the argument is like how many javelins at that point, right? It's the movement speed. I think Nesta Bees might have been his best bet, but understandably, with such an open spawn, he wasn't going to do that. He'd just get kited and avoided. I mean, you could argue that MarineLord didn't have an opportunity to take this board, right? But like, there isn't even an opportunity to try now, right? I don't know. I need to check like the general rulebooks because, like I said, I could see it as an element of like its strategic gameplay and denial, etc. But historically, most tournaments, definitely at one stage, ruled it as like invalid behavior. We still have some of these like borderline clunky things, right? Like another classic one is pulling the board to remove the icon from the map. The fact that you can shove deer far enough away, the icon disappears. That just feels unintended as well. This unit should be unintended. Come on, look at this thing. Oh no, you've reached us. Start a step. Start a step. And breathe. It needs to get away from the outpost. That's the one thing that's going to maybe lose in the game, is every time he dives here, there's more and more outposts coming in. It's going to be his undoing. Still 16 javelins on the front side. We have got Zhu getting added in. Interesting choice, the Chuganu. Not really what I would have expected against javelins, if I'm honest with you guys. Considering, you know, javelins kind of already countered Zhu before they got this upgrade in the Furba. He might just feel like he needs something to add a bit of extra damage in, and also it deals with any small handful of Donzo and Mustafad that come through. So the whole idea is just PG, Horseman, whatever it is, get straight onto the enemy. I mean, if you were going to cannon fodder anything, you kind of wish you could actually build archers with this Civ right now. 1,200 wood. At which stage you just say screw it and start adding in farms, and no. That's mean. That's so mean. Farm's coming on the backside, but he's about to lose his tree line. He just doesn't know it yet, because Anatan snaked this. Japanese again. He's at least going to see the outpost now. I think he did actually get a glimpse of it. If not, he will most definitely soon. And that poison damage now adding up. Some more villagers going down. It is going to be a siege workshop. Finally, we have the admittance that it has to come out. Nesta Bee's now in the way. Need to be careful, though. That supervisor is not safe. That one's going to die of the poison. That one... just about. Monk saves alive. Don't want to be losing these. Remember, it's not Chinese. You have to build them out of the town center. Very expensive. And that's it. It's just going to call it GG. We finally have Anatan on the board in the most toxic of fashions.